While it could have landed anywhere in the world, Patrick Reed's defamation case against Golf Channel and Brandel Chamblee ended up in the Texas federal judge Alfred H. Bennett's courtroom. Bennett is undoubtedly aware of Reed's identity as well as the numerous allegations of cheating on the golf field. Although Bennett won't let Reed's reputation for cheating or his personal feelings towards Reed affect the case, we've got more on this for you. First up, what's the case all about? So here's the deal. A lawsuit involving one of golf's more controversial figures will now be reviewed by a judge with a reputation for objectivity. According to the defamation lawsuit brought on Reed's behalf, the Golf Channel and Chamblee have been actively attacking Mr. Reed since he was 23 years old. They allegedly did this to destroy his reputation, engender hostility, and create a toxic work environment. The lawsuit asks for damages of more than $750 million. The lawsuit highlights Chamblee's criticism of Reed's association with Saudi-backed LIV Golf in his comments, as well as a barrage of taunts directed at Reed from onlookers, including, "Now on the first tee, the excavator," and "Why don't you dig a hole and bury yourself in it?" Both comments appear to be allusions to a 2019 Hero World Challenge incident, in which cameras saw Reed moving sand from beneath his ball into a waste area. On the Golf Channel, Chamblee was one of several who condemned Reed's actions, claiming that to defend what Patrick Reed did is to defend cheating. Larry Klayman, Reed's legal counsel, is well known for having a flamboyant personality. It results from his track record of bringing newsworthy lawsuits against prominent individuals like Bill and Hillary Clinton, and comedian Sacha Baron Cohen. Klayman was previously characterized by a former co-worker as the type of person who would sue you for criticizing his tie. Up next, here's how the case could silently slide or not. Now, it's very much possible for a move for dismissal to be submitted by the legal representatives of Chamblee and Golf Channel. They haven't done it yet. However, they will almost certainly do so, and when they do, Bennett could quickly put an end to the drama and dismiss the case. In the event that this fails, the case will go directly to the discovery phase, where each side will submit evidence to support their allegations. The defendants could then ask the judge to dismiss the case based on all he has seen in a move for summary judgment. However, if Reed's side has shown evidence showing Chamblee was aware Reed wasn't a cheater but yet referred to him as one, Bennett will be asked to consider this as one of the key issues. Calling someone a cheater or portraying them as a puppet of an authoritarian regime raises the question of whether such statements are matters of opinion that are not subject to legal recourse for defamation. They are lengthy requests. Next up, what's Judge Bennett like? Judge Alfred H. Bennett is a rules-savvy golf enthusiast. He enjoys golf and plays frequently. According to his GHIN profile, he has played 15 rounds at Golf Club of Houston, where he belongs, and 5 more at other venues in the last 6 months. According to friends and coworkers, his handicap index is 7.6, so you can be sure that he isn't sandbagging. Judge Bennett is not a fan of manipulating statistics. Randy Wilson, a justice on the 14th Court of Appeals who has played a number of games with Bennett, described him as an extreme stickler for the rules. He counts every stroke and putts out everything. The judge holds the rules of the game in such high regard that he always keeps a copy of the rules of golf in his bag. What? Nothing weird here at all. Coming up, let's look into Reed's rather interesting past. Since his days playing golf in college, Reed's name has been tied to the word cheating. Reed allegedly cheated during a qualification round and was expelled from Georgia's team. His teammates allegedly caught him playing a ball that wasn't his and informed the coaching staff of the incident. Later on in the same semester, it was claimed that someone broke into the team's facility and took $400, a watch, and a Scotty Cameron putter. Reed apparently popped up the very following day with quite a lot of cash and claimed to have won it from a professor the day before. Then there are claims that he broke the law while competing on the PGA Tour. And we'll tell you what, in the garbage bunker during the 3rd round of the 2019 Hero World Challenge, Reed was discovered proving his lie. Following the incident, Reed received a 2-stroke penalty from the PGA Tour. Reed was allowed free relief after claiming his ball was embedded in the rough 2 years later, when he was en route to winning the 2021 Farmers Insurance Open. Before a playing partner or official could truly establish if his ball was implanted, he picked it up and recorded the landing area. Given that Reed didn't technically break any rules, he wasn't punished. But given his past, it wasn't the most attractive appearance. According to Reed's lawsuit, Chamblee, the Golf Channel, and the PGA Tour's Jay Monahan conspired to disparage Reed and professional golfers, who switched to the contentious LIV Golf Invitational Series. He claims that he was defamed and is seeking $750 million in compensation. Lastly, what's Reed dealing with here? As we've already mentioned, Bennett is an absolute stickler for rules, and as a result, his judgment is, well, almost never wrong. Now here's the deal. From the course to the courtroom, that trait carries across. In fact, a fellow judge of his has vouched for this, saying that Bennett plays it right down the middle with his rulings. This opinion is supported by a survey conducted by the Houston Bar Association in 2021, in which nearly 300 people gave Bennett high scores for his readiness and objectivity. Reed, on the other hand, is not a fan of rules, which could be a problem for him. Now on to other news. Up first, despite strict rules, Patrick Reed gets spotted wearing the LIV Golf logo. Players from LIV Golf were informed that they were not required to participate in the Wednesday Pro-Am at the BMW PGA Championship, and that they could not wear the LIV brand. In defiance of the DP World Tour's wishes, Patrick Reed wore the LIV Golf emblem during a practice session leading up to the BMW PGA Championship. On the putting green at Wentworth, Reed, who has participated in 3 of the 4 LIV Golf Invitationals so far, was seen wearing the contentious emblem on his shirt. Billy Horschel, the reigning BMW PGA winner, said that the LIV players shouldn't be permitted to compete, and he labeled them as hypocrites for saying they plan to play less golf by quitting the PGA Tour. Taylor Gooch, Jason Kokrak, and Abraham Answer were mentioned by Horschel as instances of people who shouldn't be taking part, but it appears that Reed is the only player yet who has been spotted disobeying the rules and wearing the LIV emblem. Next, the BMW PGA Championship to feature competitors from the PGA Tour, DP World Tour, and the fledgling LIV Golf Series. Out of the hundreds of events organized each year, all but a dozen professional golf tournaments depend on a flagship sponsor, and dozens of other co-sponsors to pay huge amounts of money for each event to happen. There are a few significant outliers, including the British Open, the Masters, the US Open, and the PGA Championship. But even a prestigious event like this week's BMW PGA Championship at the Wentworth Club in Surrey, England, one of the top tournaments on the DP World Tour, all depends on the German automaker and another dozen sponsors, including Zoom, Rolex, and Hilton, to pay the players, cover event expenses, and have some money left over for charitable causes. There is only one issue. More than a dozen golfers from the competing LIV Golf Series, which is supported by Saudi Arabia, will compete in the BMW PGA Championship, including fan favorites Ian Poulter and Lee Westwood, as well as several contenders like Kevin Na, Patrick Reed, and Martin Keimer. Lastly, the chaos affecting golf at the moment appears rather minor. Since the founding of LIV Golf, a civil war has erupted inside the game of golf. The most recent front, the West Course at Wentworth's beautiful fairways. The 2022 BMW PGA Championships build-up was as fiery as could be anticipated. There was some mention of the ongoing conflicts at the top level of the game in every press conference, interview, and social media post. However, this time at the end of the day, nothing really mattered when Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II's passing became known. Players and supporters alike observed a haunting moment of silence silence as they paid their respects. The play was immediately halted, and the DP World Tour declared that there would be no play on Friday either. They also wrote on behalf of their members and everyone affiliated with the European Tour Group and the BMW PGA Championship that the news of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II's demise had left them deeply saddened. That's a wrap for this video. What are your thoughts on Reed filing a defamation case? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.